गोभ्यो नः शर्म यच्छ गोभ्यो नः शर्म यच्छ गोभ्यो नः शर्म यच्छ अथर्वा 1947:9 1947:9 गोभ्यो नः शर्म यच्छ. So this can be understood in two levels. One is the Adibhautika level. The Adibhautika level, it is Sharma is shelter, protection. It will be shelter and protection Naha to our Gobhyaha, for our cows, cattle. Now there is one type called as Upalakshana. Upalakshana, this I have told earlier also. Upalakshana is using one word as a representative for the whole group. So when one word is said, we should not take only that word, we have to take it as the representative of the whole group. Gobhyaha. Go is cow, cattle. It doesn't mean only cattle. It means all animals, in particular domestic animals. For all those domestic animals, one representative is that is Gobhyaha. Naha, let our animals be protected, be given shelter. Gobhyaha naha sharma yachata. Yacha. Gobhyo naha sharma yacha. So it's a very clear indication that we do rear some domestic animals, and these domestic animals have to be protected. So it's very clear that it is against killing them and eating them, because we ourselves are praying for its protection and shelter. And many times we feel that cow in particular, we rear it for milk. But the primary right on the milk is for its offspring, not we. Not only in case of cow, in case of all mammals. The milk produced by the mammals, primary right is that of its calf. Whatever is left afterwards, of course, we may take it, and the cow's milk is very closer to mother's milk. So that has come in practice. This is the Adhi Bhautika level. When you go to the Adhyatmika level, Go means walk, the speech. Go means the sense organs. The sense organs means the speech. Naha, that is the speech and sense organs of ours. Sharma Yecha, be protected. Be given shelter. That is, let us maintain, let us make the best use of the Sharira Indriya Manas. Then only they are supposed to be protected. Then only they are supposed to be having shelter. If the sense organs are left scot-free and move wherever they want, then they are said to be having no shelter, having no protection. Sharma Echa. Let there be shelter for it, let it be protected. That is, let we control the sense organs. Let them be under our control. Same thing for go when it means the speech. Whatever you speak has to be under control. It is not that it is carried away by emotions, anger, whatever it is. It has to be controlled by us, and the talk has to be balanced. Then we say the words are protected, the words are having some shelter. Gobhyo naha sharma yacha. Adhibhotika level one meaning, Adhyatmika another level. And this is Atharva 1947-9. Next. Stotarasta iha smasi. Stotarasta iha smasi. Atharva 1948-4. 1948-4. Stotarasta iha smasi. 1948-4. Sumana iha syam. Sumana iha syam. 1949-3. Stotarasta iha smasi. Sumana iha syam. 1949-3. Here, in this present world, how we have to be. There are so many guidelines. Two are here. One is Stotaraha, and the other one is Sumana. Stotaraha, Sumana. Stotaraha, those who praise. Stuti, those who praise. Praise whom? The one who is deserving for our praise is that Satchidananda only. So those who praise Satchidananda. Next question. Does Satchidananda wait for our praise or blame or whatever it is? No. So Stuti is not to be understood as we generally understand. Stutistu Gunavarnana. That's one definition given elsewhere in the Vedic literature. Stutistu Gunavarnana. Stuti is not just praying. Stuti is not just praising God. But Stuti is understanding the divine qualities. To remember the divine qualities is Stuti. Why? Why we have to remember the divine qualities? It's very simple. Remembering it again and again, we try to imbibe those divine qualities in our life. Basically, we are animals. By imbibing human values, we become human beings. Then by imbibing these divine qualities, we become best human beings. So for imbibing these divine qualities, we should know what they are. So I have to run through the list of divine qualities again and again. And running through those, the list of divine qualities is nothing but stuti. And one who does stuti is called as stotara. Stotara is one who does stuti. Stung stutau is a root. Stung. Sha, sha, second sha. Tu, stung, kaka, gaganga, stung stutau. From that only comes the word stuti, stotara. That's the basic root. So you shall be people who remember, who cherish the divine qualities again and again, so that we'll imbibe as much as possible of those divine qualities in our life and improve the quality of our life and become more humane. Sumana, that's another word. Su iti, shobhana, good, auspicious. Mana, two things. Mana is our mind, heart. Let our mind and heart be su, auspicious, good wishing, good creating. Mana jnane, let our knowledge be auspicious. Sumana iha syama. We shall be with right knowledge. We shall be with auspicious knowledge. When the knowledge becomes auspicious, simple, when it is true. And the knowledge what we have got is truth. Yes, that is the right knowledge. Knowledge itself means truth. To know things as they are, as much as they are. Neither more nor less. To know them exactly. That is knowledge, jnana. Mana jnane. So let our heart's intentions be su, auspicious, wishing good of all. So when our hearts really wish the good of all, yes, our hearts will have the least burden. And first we will be blessed. Sumana ihasyama. Let us be here with a good heart, with good thoughts, with good knowledge, right knowledge. Sumana ihasyama, Atharva, 1949:3. Rayasposham Yajamanaya Dehi Dhamaha Prana. Rayasposham Yajamanaya Dehi. Atharva 1952:1. 1952:1. Rayasposham Yajamanaya Dehi. Rayasposham Yajamanaya Dehi. Dehi, if it is Alpa Prana, it is just asking for something. Give it, please give it. That is Dehi. Dehi, give me the strength to bear it and give it. Instill in me. Dehi. Yajamanaya, let it be given to the Yajamana. Who is an Yajamana? Yajamana is one who performs Yajna. What is Yajna? All the best deeds, what we do is Yajna. It need not be with an altar and fire and saying Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. Of course, that's also Yajna. But that's not alone is Yajna. Yaja, Deva Puja, Sangati Karana, Danishu. That's the root for Yajna. And from that root only comes Yajamana. Yajamana. So one who performs good deeds, best deeds, or deeds in the best way, he is called as an Yajamana. And this Yajna is also called as Adhvara. Dhvara is Himsa, violence. Adhvara is non-violence. So whose acts are non-violent is also an Yajamana. A person who performs non-violent acts, never involves himself in violence, in thought, words, and deed. He is an Yajamana. Yajamanaya, for the Yajamana, for this person who does things well, who does good things, Rayas Posham Dehi. Rayas Posha is wealth. Wealth comes only to Yajamana, or Yajamana will get wealth, either way. Now, what type of wealth? Rayas Posha is very important. Raya is wealth. Radane, that's the root. That it is worthy to be given and taken is called as Raya. Not anything is wealth. That which is worthy of giving and taking is Raya. Most of the time, whenever this Raya is used in the Vedas, not only in this Atharveda, elsewhere also, it will not come independently most of the time. It comes with Posha, Rayas Posha. Raya is just wealth. Rayas Posha is nourishing wealth. The wealth which gives us what it has to give. For what purpose we need wealth, that will be satisfied. That is called as Rayas Posha, not just wealth. Mere having wealth is like a cashier in a bank having a lot of money. What is the use? Maybe in crores. At the end of the day, he has to settle the account and go empty-handed. Though he deals with crores of rupees, nothing is his. That is only Raya. It's not Rayas Posha. Rayas Posha is the wealth which really gives me what it is supposed to give. That which nourishes me, that is mine, which I can enjoy, use, employ. That is Rayas Posha. Wealth which is employable. Wealth which is employable. That is Rayas Posha. Wealth which is nourishing. Wealth which enriches me in the real sense. That is Rayas Posha. Rayas Posham Yajamanaya Dehi. It's a wish that let the Yajamana get such a wealth. It's not just handling wealth, it is using wealth, employing wealth. That the person gets such wealth. Wealth doesn't mean, once again, just money, just coins, just gold, silver. Anything which is employable, and to make it the widest, it is resources. All resources, what we need for our existence, they are all considered as wealth. All resources, including water, earth, air, vegetation, they are also resources very much needed for our existence. They are also come under this definition of wealth. Rayas Posha. They are all nourishing, provided we maintain them pollution free. To maintain them pollution free, yes, they are all nourishing. We need every one of them. But if we, because of our not having the right knowledge, pollute them, exploit them, and we are making them unusable. So it's neither Posha nor Raya. It doesn't work as a resource, or it doesn't enrich us. Rayas Posham Yajamanaya Dehi. Let the nourishing wealth be given, be instilled in every Yajamana who performs good deeds, best deeds, and who is non-violent. A person who is non-violent is said to be compassionate. A compassionate person who does everything what he does in the best way possible is an Yajamana. So an Yajamana gets wealth, or wealth comes to an Yajamana. Either way, it's all right. Converse is also true. Yajamanaya Rayasposham Dhehi, Atharva 1952.1. 19.52.1. There are many such things. What an Yajamana will get. Next one. Kalo Ashwo Vahati. Kalo Ashwo Vahati. 19.53.1. Kalo Ashwo Vahati. Kalo Ashwo Vahati. 19.53.1. Kalo Ashwo Vahati. Vaha Prapane. Vaha Prapane. That it takes us towards a goal. That which carries us. Vaha Prapane. That which carries us towards a goal. That it carries us in the path. That's Vahati, it carries. Kalaha, time. Kalaha is time. In another sense, Kalaha is also understood as death. Kalaha. Ashwa. Ashabhakshane. Kala iti kalayati. Kalayati. Kalayati means that which diminishes. That is continuously lost. That which consumes. In one sense it is Kala, in another sense it is Ashwa. Ashabhakshane, that which consumes, that which eats away. This is a very, very important subject which we generally don't give a thought to. That's time. It's a very, very intriguing and interesting concept, time. This time, many people have tried to define. One such definition is, say if there are several incidents, and if these incidents are arranged as what happened first and what happened later in a chronological order, that is time. This is how they try to define. If you have got several incidents and these incidents, if they can be arranged chronologically, that's what happened first and what happened later, we understand this, it's the dimension of time. That is time. And another very simple thing, time is that which never stands still. The clock may stop, but not the time. The clock may stop, but not the time. Clock is only an instrument to measure time. It may fail. Whatever the type of clock it may be. But time will never stop. And another interesting feature of time is it is always prospective. It moves and moves forward. There is no backward movement for time. It never moves backward. It's a forward movement. Always, always. It never stops and it moves forward. Ashubhakshane, it eats everything. What is the meaning of the time eats everything? That which eats everything is Ashwa, Ashubhakshane. The meaning of time eats everything is everything is subject to the effect of time. Everything is subject to the effect of time. Nothing can escape the influence and effect of time, except there's only one thing, that is Satchidananda. Satchidananda is the only one which is Kalaatita, which is beyond time. Time too is under its control. But for that, Satchidananda, everything else in the universe, it's all bound by time. It's all dictated by time. It's all consumed by time. Everything is under its control and influence. How do you say that time is consuming us? Time is having an effect on us. Two things. One is movement, another one is change. And when the question of movement comes, another dimension opens up, that is the space. Space, time, they move together. Whatever I'm discussing now, though I'm discussing on the basic words, Kala, Ashwa, Vahati, the same things in the terminology of space, time, moment, change is discussed in metaphysics. They also discuss the same thing. The words are slightly different, but the concepts are the same. They call it there as a space-time continuum. That's one theory what you study there. Space-time continuum. That is, space and time are interrelated. Where there is space, there is time. When we say time, there is a space. And there is something else which is affected by space and time. Everything in the universe is affected. Sat is affected, Satchit is affected. And we've got only three entities, and the third entity, Satchidananda, is not affected. Over. Satchidananda is not affected, Satchit is affected by time, Sat is also affected by time, influenced by time. Time has an impact on these two entities, and the third one is free from it. Kala, I said it also means deterioration. Kalayati, which gets lost gradually. So it gets lost. There also you should be very careful how to understand it. Lost means it will not vanish, it will not get distracted. It just changes its form. That is losing. There is a sutra in Vyakarana where also this is used, this concept is used. They say adarshanam lopaha. Lopa means it will go. What does it mean? It means adarshanam, it's not seen. Doesn't mean that it vanishes and it totally gets destroyed. No. It will not be seen, or there will be a change in its form. A change is the effect of time. Kala. The time brings about change. The time with space, we have got movement. Space is not there, moment is not there. When moment is there, time is there. Moment, how do you understand this moment? A particular thing will be in contact with a particular space. And the same object will be in contact with another space. So whatever has taken place between the two, that is having its contact with one place and with another place, that is called as movement. And that movement is possible only when there is space and when there is time. If space and time are not there, movement is not there. Any movement for that matter. Space has to be there for the object. And that object, if it undergoes change, no movement, it will be where it is. Its contact with the space is the same, but it undergoes change. That is also the effect of time. Change or movement. And it consumes. Consumes means these are affected by time, and over a period, they undergo change. Over a period, the shape of it is lost and gets into a new shape. That's what we call it as change, in fact. And if it comes to the physical things, Sat, they deteriorate and collapse. They are formed because of integration of the 5 elements. The integration of 5 elements is there, and that is this world at the Adi Bhautika level. And over a period of time, this integration becomes loosened and it gets disintegrated. So what is integrated will definitely disintegrate. And which is responsible? Time. Over time, it gets disintegrated. That span may be small or big, that doesn't matter. But everything which is integrated will definitely get disintegrated. That is reference to all physical things, all Sat, all material and inert things, works. Nothing is above time. Everything is subject to the influence of time. It deteriorates, it changes, it disintegrates. That which disintegrates is called as kala, kalayati. It loosens it. It will undergo change. It consumes. It takes us, and I understand this consume. Lot of relationships are established. I'm speaking to Satchit. Satchit, when it takes a form, that's when it is given the Sharirindriya Manas for functioning. With the Sharirindriya Manas, lot of relationships will be established. Lot of relationships with other Satchis and Sat. This is mine, my thing, my father, my mother, my this, my that. Lot of relationships will be established when it is with Sharirindriya Manas. Once it is out of the Sharirindriya Manas, it will be associated with its samskara, imprints, impressions. So the relationships there will be very subtle. That's with its samskara. When it is a gross form, when it is Sharirindriya Manas, whatever relationship it has got, all these relationships are consumed. That is, the relationships for some span will continue, And once that span is over, no relationships. All relations will be consumed, gone. Yes, that's what happens. When this soul and the Sharindriya Manas, when they get separated. What do you call for that separation? A simple word, we all know: death. Death consumes us. So the meaning of consuming is to sever all the relationships. That's consuming. And it happens because of time. Because time moves ahead. If time were not to be there, or if it were not moving, it would not have happened. The whole thing would have been standing still. Because time is still. No. Time is never still. It's continuously moving, and it will have an impact on our Sharindriya Manas also, and all our relationships. They're all subject to it. We cannot escape it. So this time is a very, very strong factor which will have its impact on everything without exception. But Satchidananda is the master of time. How do you understand Satchidananda in these terms, in this perspective? There is no movement, there is no change. That is, the effect of time is not there. That is Satchidananda. Yes, Satchidananda is such an entity which never moves. Tat na yejati. It never moves because it has no space to move. Because it is omnipresent. It is in everything. It is everywhere. Because it's omnipresent, it has no space. So where there is no space, there is no movement. Where there is no space and movement, then there is no time. So that's how that Satchidananda is beyond time. Number one. Then change. Moment is not there. Change also is not there. It is as fresh and evergreen as it was, as it is, and the same thing will be. Time has no effect on it. It is in the same way, it is as fresh as it was. Absolutely no change, no impact. What do we call it? That change is called as vikara. Vikara is change. What it was, it will not be in the same way. But in the colloquial thing, vikara is considered as something ugly. That's okay. But the basic meaning of vikara is change, transformation. That vikara is not there for the Satchidananda. It's the same, absolutely no change in it. So what is called as nirvikara. Nirvikara is a word we know. Satchidananda, God is nirvikara. It is nirakara as well as nirvikara. Because it is nirvikara, it is beyond time. That which is beyond time only can be nirvikara. That which is subject to time cannot be nirvikara because it undergoes change, transformation. The only one which is beyond time can be nirvikara, and that is only one, that is Satchidananda. Over. All other things are subject to vikara. How do you understand this vikara? It takes birth. It grows. During that period, it will undergo different stages. It diminishes. It dies. These are different stages of vikara. The changes will be superficial. The changes will be internal too. But these things happen for Sat. These things happen for Satchit. These vikaras are there. These changes are there. But for Satchidananda, nothing. Nothing. I told you several times, because it is as fresh, as new, Nava, always, it's called as pranava, pranava. Pranava means that which is not affected by time, which is the same always. So pranava is another name for Satchidananda. So here, a lot of things are discussed with reference to time. Time is one which keeps on moving, continuous, consuming. Consuming is at Ashwa, Ashabhakshane. Everything is affected by it. And Vahati, it takes us, it carries us. Time just carries us, whether we want it or not, whether we like it or not, whether we know it or not. Time just takes us away. What it was yesterday is not the same today. What it is today is not the same tomorrow. It moves and moves and moves, pushes us, carries us. That carrying is called as Vahati, Vahaprapani. It carries us forward, always. Maybe the Sharira Indriya Manas will lose at one point of time, but our journey will not stop. We'll get into another bus and continue. As we get into another Sharira Indriya Manas, and the journey continues. And who keeps this journey continuing? Kala. Time. Because it is Vahati, it carries us. It's a continuous journey. That which is in a continuous journey, what is it called as? Ata Satatya Gamane. That's the root. Ata Satatya Gamane. Satata Gamana, it is on the move always. And the carrier is the time. The one which moves always, maybe with the Sharira Indriya Manas, maybe without this, maybe with some other Sharira Indriya Manas. That it keeps on moving and moving and moving and is always in journey. Ata Satatya Gamane, that's the root. And from that root, Ata Satatya Gamane, the word is derived Atma. Atma is derived from Ata Satatya Gamane. Yes, Atma, the souls, they're always in the move. No rest for it. In different spans of life. The span of life diminishes because the effect of time. Kalayati, diminishing, disintegrates. And what point of time it becomes useless. But the journey will not stop. Because this is useless, because it cannot be used further, it will be thrown out, we'll get into another Sharira Indriya Manas and continue. And another thing, when we are out of this birth and death cycle, we are in a state of bliss, moksha. In moksha, we are in a state of bliss, we are enjoying peace and bliss, excellent. But there also, though there is no change, time still works there, and this period of moksha also gradually diminishes. This is a very, very important thing what I understand in reference to the Vedas. Other than Vedas, they say that once you are into moksha, that's the end of it. You are there forever. So that Satata Gamana is lost. But here it's not so. It's a very big span which almost appears as eternity, but the soul there also is continuing its journey, and even that period of moksha is diminishing day after day. And even that state comes to an end, and you are back into birth and death cycle. Relatively, the period of moksha, that span of moksha, appears as eternity, but it is not eternal. It also has got an end. That's a Vedic concept. I have to think a little to understand this. Moksha is a result of our good deeds. The strength of our soul, the purity of our soul, what we have gained over lives. So moksha is earned. Moksha is earned by our deeds in different lives. We have worked for it. And whatever effort we have put in has an end. What efforts we have put has an end. That's why we are into moksha. Moksha begins. Journey is the same. Journey continues. The phase is different. So in the phase of working for it comes to an end, the state of moksha begins. Unless this ends, that cannot begin. Now the work and labor and effort has an end. So the result too has an end. What is that result? That is the state of moksha. That too has an end. Of course, it's not such a small span. It runs into crores of years. Relatively, it appears eternal. But even that has got an end. Because it is subject to kala, kalayati. And it consumes. It carries us to the end, and again we are into birth and death cycle. The one which carries us, the one which consumes us, the one which deteriorates us, the one which brings change in us, yes, that is kala. And is rightly called as ashubhakshane. Nothing can escape. We are all living in the jaws of time. None of us were out of this jaw of time. And of course, within that, another smaller one is death. We are living in the jaws of death always. As long as we are in the birth and death cycle. Even if we escape that jaw of death, we are still in the jaws of time. That we cannot escape. See, if we understand time so scientifically, so well, yes, we will be able to understand what life is, what this life is, what this span is as a human beings, and what is the goal of it, what is the purpose of it. We never fight with time. We never fight with time because we know we cannot. We are the losers. We move with time. We are continuously on the move. We are not stagnant. But what happens? Most of the time, our thoughts and understandings, our knowledge is stagnant. We are not progressing. We are stuck. Which is against time. It's not right. We should be progressing always. These are all not my words. We find these things in different places in the Veda. Utkramata purushamava. This I told you. Udyanam te purushanavayanam. Charaiveti. There are so many things. We are not to get stuck. We have to be moving. There should be progress in us. What is progress? Understanding life better. Understanding the whole system better is progress. Our understanding of this world, it should be better than what it was yesterday. We have to continuously be in the learning mode. Then only we are moving. As we are stuck. Even if we are struck, the time will not leave us. Vahati, it takes us, it carries us along. It carries us to a new environment, but our mind is stuck in the old environment. How do we fit here? That's the cause of all our problems. Mentally, we are in the past, but present has come, future is ready to come. Become misfits. Have to move with time. Have to progress. Have to understand world day after day. Our understanding has to increase. Yes, then we fit to the moving time. It's a continuous journey. We cannot stop anywhere. No halts. No stations. Move and move and move. And what happens during this movement? Wear and tear will be there. What I was before 10 years, I cannot expect to be the same today. 10 years has gone. There's a lot of change. So I have to fit myself with the changed environment. Oh, I was doing this, I was doing that, I was like that, that's all fine, but it's all past tense. For the present condition, what best I can do, I have to think. If I try to do what I was doing before, now I'm working against time and it will never happen. It will just pull me forward. It will just carry me. It will say you are to move with me. You cannot look back. You have to look forward. It's a prospective look. Even if I don't obey its orders, Vahati, it just carries me. It never asks me, shall I carry you? No. Just takes me along. It's my responsibility to fit to the changing environment, to the changing time, and move forward. My hairs were black at one point of time, fine. And the effect of time, now it's aging, it has become grey. Fine, I have to accept it. But what we do, we are not ready to accept. We use hair dye to keep it black. So this is going against time. That's what we do. We are afraid of accepting that we have deteriorated. We are afraid to accept that changes have taken place. Else we are not understanding the effect of time. We are not respecting time. We are not obeying time. But it will not keep quiet. It will just pour us on. It will just carry us on. It will be just crying for the time that has gone. That's of no use. Forget about what has gone is gone. Clock can never be turned back. When I say clock, I mean time. This physical clock, whatever we can arrange any time in it, any calendar we can write. That's a different issue. But that doesn't mean that time is going back. Move with time, move ahead. Don't stop. Don't get stuck in the past or the present. Because Kalo Ashwaha Vahati. That's the one what we are discussing now. Because why we are not supposed to do it? Because Kalo Ashwo Vahati. This is a great truth that we have to realize. It deteriorates us, wears and tears us. Everything, the Sharindra Manas, also the soul. And soul, it undergoes change. Sharindra Manas deteriorates, disintegrates. The strength what it has earlier is not the same now. Will not be the same tomorrow. There will be change. And that change is deteriorating the downward graph with Sharindra Manas and all Sat. The Satchit is concerned, it's a change. Now this change, it depends on us, whether it is a positive change or it's a negative change. But some change will definitely be there. If it's uncontrolled, we cannot say whether it's positive or negative. But if we control, we can make it positive always. Ut yanam. Ut krama. Ut means to a higher level, to a higher plinth. Improvement, positive. Is in our hands. That too when we are in human form. Not in any other form. No other species can manipulate this, can work on this, except when we are in human form. We are able to understand all these things. Kalo Ashwo Vahati, we are able to understand. But we are not human beings. Even if we chant this Kalo Ashwo Vahati 1,000 times, it will not understand what it is. No other species can understand what it is, cannot visualize what it is. It's a great opportunity we have got, that we are able to visualize what time is, what its nature, how its impact is on us. And we can frame our life accordingly. In the given situation, what best we can do, we'll do. Time is going. Lot of changes are happening. Fine. Whether we want it or not, we'll be carried away by time. So given this situation, what best we can do? At every moment of our life, we should be careful and know that Kalo Ashwo Vahati. Consumes us all, it deteriorates, it brings about change continuously and is progressive, and without asking us, it will just carry us along. So that's why they say in the Vedas elsewhere also, don't get stuck in the past. Don't get stuck in the past. It's gone. Don't worry about the future, it's yet to come. So present is the one which is 100% alive and relevant to you. Live in the present, do the best so that your future will be tolerable. Apply your mind. Use your knowledge. Yes, as human beings, I got that capacity. Understand things. Do it in the present. Forget about the past. Future will be taken care of automatically. Prancho agama nritaye hasaya. We shall move ahead. We shall have a forward prospective look. And what for? Nritaye hasaya, to laugh and dance. If you don't understand life like this, it will be crying always. You get stuck in the past. We'll discuss about all that has happened, repent for it, cry over it. And the present is lost. And the future also will be the same as in the present, crying and crying and crying and disturbing ourselves throughout. It's a very horrible life. It's a horrible way of leading life. And it's a continuous journey. There is no end to it. Unless we willfully, deliberately change it, control it, monitor it, manage it, whatever you use. Kalo ashwo vahati, just 3 words, but the depth is so much. Kalaha, that which consumes us, that just takes us along. Vahati, ashwaha, ashabhakshane, it will have an impact on us. In the form of movement and also in the form of change. This is the same for the Sat and also Satchit. Satchana is beyond it. Nothing to say about it. It's always new and fresh and nirvikara. Kalo ashwo vahati. Vayam tvendhanastanvam. One word. Vayam tvendhanastanvam. Tvendhanastanvam. Tvendhanastanvam pushema. Pushema. Tvendhanastanvam pushema. Atharva 1955.3. 19.55.3. Tvendhanastanvam. Tu indhanaha tanvam. Tvendhanastanvam. Tu indhanaha tanvam pushema. Vayam tu indhanaha tanvam pushema. Atharva 19.55.3. Indhanaha ni indhi deeptau, root. Ni chacha jaja nya. Ni indhi. Dha is Mahaprana. Ni indhi deeptau. Tanvam tanu vistare. Tanvam tanu vistare. Pushema pusha pushtau. Pusha pushtau. Vayam tu indhanaha tanvam pushema. Vayam tvendhanastanvam pushema. Nindhi deeptau, tanavistare, pushtau. So this is one beautiful way what we have got of understanding Veda mantras. As we go to the root, unless we go to the root, we will not get the right meaning of each word. Because in usage, in colloquial usage, anything can get any meaning. It just depends upon how we understand it and how we interpret it. If I interpret it in one way, that meaning gets attached to it. If somebody interprets in a different way, that meaning also gets attached to it. Either this interpretation or that interpretation has got any logical basis or a logical explanation. But here in this Arshaya Krama, the method of the Rishis, where we understand it through the roots, that's an excellent thing. Because the roots are fixed. It's beyond my interpretation, beyond anybody's interpretation. So whatever the root is there, accordingly we have to understand it. That is, the meaning of every word is fixed. Every word explains its own meaning. I need not interpret it. That's the beauty of it. It becomes person independent. The meaning is objective. That is the beauty of this Arshaya Krama. We cannot interpret as we like. We cannot pull and push the meaning as we like. It's not elastic, subject to our forces. No, it is plastic. Plastic means fixed. It's fixed. And which is a fixing point? Which is the one which ties it? That's the root. That's why I insist on the roots. It's a wonderful thing. It's objective and wonderful, and it is the same for all people at all places and at all times. Interpretation may vary. Interpretation is totally dependent on my limitations. I can do my limitation. If I can say up to this level, okay, that's my interpretation. If I can say a little longer, yes, that's my interpretation. If my knowledge is of a certain level, the meaning is one thing. If my level of knowledge is a bit higher, I interpret and understand in a different way. But such flexibility is not there when you follow this Arshaya Krama. Communication is precise, communication is perfect. Vayam tu indhanas tanvam pushema. So I given the roots, be thinking about it, which I understand in the coming class. Thank you very much.